0.26 xG at Stamford Bridge.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. It's pain after pain after pain almost every weekend now. I said this was a must-win game, and we ended up losing. We didn't even get a draw. We got dominated, man. We got dominated. The levels are different, man. Arsenal are a different level, man. It's mad how this Arsenal Football Club, just in front of our eyes, have become so much better. We're not even in their league, man. The way they boxed us in, especially in that second half, suffocated the living daylights out of us. Yeah, the score was 1-0. Probably could have been more. Every second ball, counter press. We can't string few passes together. We can't counter as well. When we have an opportunity to counter, we can't counter. 0.26 xG, ladies and gentlemen. 0.26 xG at home, Stamford Bridge to Arsenal Football Club. There were times it looked like Arsenal were the home team, the way they were playing football. At 1-0 down, it looked like Arsenal were the team that were 1-0 down, the way they were attacking. There was not a single moment where we threw the kitchen sink. We didn't ask questions. We had one shot on target out of that 0.26 xG. We had one shot on target out of 4. Apparently, we had 4 shots, one shot on target. And that one shot on target was from Kai Havertz, which was probably not even a shot. It was probably a cross, maybe a pass, which Ramsdale grabbed onto. Yeah, some people can sit here and say, we managed to keep them somewhat quiet, but do you know what? If they really wanted to go a few gears more, they probably could have. We were hurried. It looked like we didn't have any other more gears left. We were already finding it difficult in the current gear that we were on. But they looked like they could go even many more gears if they wanted to. Sure, Saka probably didn't have the greatest game on that right side, but nonetheless still produced a really good corner, which it went through the entire Chelsea team, and Gabriel Magalhaes was there. It should have been Havertz who should have at least cleared that ball, but then Silva was there, Mendy maybe, but it just went through too quickly. Havertz probably should have been the first guy who needed to clear that. Saka, Cucurella did a very good job on that left side against Saka, but still Saka did try to maneuver here and there. But yes, Cucurella, decent enough job. On that right side, I must say, Azpilcueta, kudos to you, man. Kudos to you. You really did do a pretty good job on Gabriel Martinelli, especially in the second half. In the first half, Gabriel Martinelli, he was sweeping from that left side into central areas, and he was creating havoc. But they've got other players, man, like Gabriel Jesus, who was creating a lot of havoc. Odegaard was in and around the pockets. In the first half, there were a few instances where they just strung 1-2 passes very quick, and it opened up our midfield. A lot of people were saying, we're trying to outnumber the midfield. Do you know what I mean? We've got a lot more bodies in midfield. And I said, it's not about having bodies in midfield. It's about how you can anticipate. Do you understand your role? What is your role? Can you stay on top of the way they move the ball? Can you stay alert? We couldn't. They at will. They were stringing few passes and then, spreading it out wide. It was too easy for them at times. Defensively as well, they looked so solid. We had nothing. I think Aubameyang had in the first half 4 touches. And I know touches, who cares? It doesn't matter. As long as you can put a goal in off the back of that touch. Erling Haaland has minimum touches and he puts in goals. But we didn't create anything. Who's our creator? Some will say Mason Mount. What did Mason Mount do in this match? Literally, he was nowhere to be seen. The entire match Mason Mount was on, he was nowhere to be seen. Kai Havertz, once again, gets bullied off the ball. His passes are off. Our standards for Kai Havertz is so low. There were people in the live chat when I was doing the watch along were saying, Miz, his movement was good. This is our level. He was involved, Miz. Kai was involved. This is our standard for Kai. We are okay. We are appreciative of Kai Havertz as long as his involvement is there. But all the other fundamentals, getting out-muscled, missed time passes, not press resistant, shooting besides outside the box, the ones that he takes, any other type of shooting, not good enough. His shooting is as powerful as his passing. People talk about creative. Mason Mount's the creator of the team. What creator, man? What was this match? Ruben Loftus-Cheek, that's another player. Maybe it was a bit of a false hope, man. Maybe our standards have gone down so much on so many players that we just got happy with the very basic things that Ruben Loftus-Cheek was doing previously. We should be demanding more. We should be demanding goals, assists, a lot of things from Ruben Loftus-Cheek, but maybe we feel so sympathetic about his career that we're okay with the basic things. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, that game, yeah, there were bits and pieces here and there that were okay, but overall, you were not there. I mean, look, Graham Potter, bold lineup, man. Bold lineup. I didn't expect that lineup. I didn't expect 4 at the back. I thought maybe 3 with Azpilcueta wing back. I thought Koulibaly would start. I thought Zakaria would start. Very bold with that lineup. And fine, you showed courage to take the opposition on, but it didn't translate. The lineup did not translate to the football. I'd rather us be a lot more defensive and then look for counter, but then we're not good in counter as well anyway. Where does it leave us, ladies and gentlemen? Where does it leave us? I felt the substitutions probably a bit too late from Graham Potter as well. Mason Mount, how he stayed on for that long, I don't know. Christian Pulisic probably came in too late. But does it even matter? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because the opposition, honestly, is in a different level. And now they will entertain these conversations about the title run and this, that, the other. And why not? Why not? Of course, you're on top of the table. You keep winning. You've beaten Spurs. You've beaten Liverpool. You've beaten us. Yeah, you got done by Man United, but most parts of the game, you're a better team. Where does it leave us? We've not had any wins from our past 4 Premier League games. We now move on to St. James's Park, which is going to be very difficult. I'm confused. I'm confused, people. Honestly, I'm confused. Some people tell me, Miz, the target is top 4 still, minimum. But if the target is top 4, then we have to be upset about these sort of results. These sort of results, we need to pick up wins. These sort of matches, we have to, at home. Got to be able to look at our opposition and got to be able to get the victory against them. Some people are saying, Miz, the expectation is probably a draw against Newcastle. Well, if the expectation is the draw against Newcastle, how can we expect to come top 4? Look at the teams that are ahead of us in the table. Brighton, Newcastle, Man United. I know Man United's losing at the moment. New manager bounce from Aston Villa, of course, with Unai Emery. But there you go. Newcastle's winning. And it's Almiron again. Alright, man. Man United's losing, but the teams that are ahead of us, Brighton, Man United, Newcastle, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs, Man City, they're probably all better than us. We're only inches away from Fulham now. I think where we are at the moment, that 7th spot, that's probably right in terms of our form. Some people are saying, is this job a bit too big for Graham Potter? Some people are Graham Potter out. Look, I can't sit here and be Graham Potter out. I can't. It's ridiculous. The man has signed a 5-year contract at £12 million a year. £60 million contract. Do you think Todd Boehly is going to kick this guy out? There is no way in hell this is happening. I don't want it to happen as well. Like, enough with this manager in, manager. He's only been here for 2 months. He needs transfer windows, multiple transfer windows. He needs to rectify the key players that keep getting injured. We need to bring in bodies. We're creating a new structure under this new ownership. Obviously, we need to be patient, but at the same time, can we just allow for these results? Is that where we are? Is this a free hit? Is this a free hit of a season? Doesn't matter where we finish. Is there any repercussion? What is the objective? To play a good style of football, to develop a good style of football. Okay, well, at the moment, we're not playing good style of football. And some will probably again say it's because of the injuries. Then what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Do we just take the losses and the draws for the time being and just keep our mouth shut? What do we do now? Reece James ain't coming back anytime soon. Ben Chilwell is not coming back anytime soon. Kante is not coming back anytime soon. We've got matches. What are we doing now? Is it okay? Should we not react? Should we react? What are we expected to do against Newcastle? Is draw okay? Where does that leave us in the table? I'm confused. Maybe the goal of the season is see these couple of matches off. City is next in the Cup, and then Newcastle. Then obviously players go for the World Cup. After the World Cup, reassess, January window, try and bring in some players, and then go again. And maybe there's going to be more pain. And maybe this season we don't finish top 4, and we just accept that, and we try and have a pre-season with Graham Potter, and we try and give him more players in summer and see if we can develop for next season. And if you think that's not acceptable, no, it should be top 4, well, we have to win games.